Okay. There we go. Alrighty. So,
Oh, how'd you like that reading?
I thought it was good. It was kind of confusing.
I
So
think
you kind of have
I
to like
just like
look at little chunks, but
it went in circles a lot. Like
yeah,
it's like kind of kept on making the same points
yeah. I feel like
and
it was
like kind of drug it out.
like kind of just like hit the same points over and over again. But I mean, I guess like once you figured out those parts, it made a bit more sense. But yeah, it kind of just went around in the same thing.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, so questions. So it says, in what way are women either constructed as the other or not constructed as the other? So how do you see it?
So from what I read and basically wrote about on like the last assignment for it was they're like they're not or wait they're called the other because they're not men. Like basically they're thought of as like an afterthought. Like there's like the part where it talks about Genesis
Hmm.
where Eve is the quote is Eve is depicted as made from what we say, I don't know how to say her name, called a supernumerary bone of Adam. So basically, she was like an afterthought because she was created
Hmm.
after Adam, so they kind of thought of it as that way. And they talk about like I remember one part they talk about like the ovaries. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
they have an
I agree.
ovary and uterus, so it makes them different. I don't know.
Yeah.
What did you find?
I mean, yeah, I think definitely. Um, they definitely are. Just based on like, especially based on the writing, but I think not necessarily like in a bad way as another, like,
Mhm.
but that like they do like men and women play two different roles to society.
That's
Um,
definitely true.
and that's kind of what I wrote about is that like they are, but they are not at the same time. It's like they're not like completely different. Like they don't have to be like rejected by society or anything. Like that's stupid, but that
Yeah.
they play two different parts to society.
Okay, I see that. Like they have a different role in it, just like
Hmm.
yeah, basically what you said. They have a different role in
Like
society. And just
yeah,
because
like
it doesn't mean it's bad.
but I wrote that like they're considered like as the other. They're constructed as the other. But then like the next questions that say like are they inside or outside what's considered the norm of a given society? I put
Mhm.
that they're inside like the norm and
Yeah.
that it said like are they representing like seen as representing that society? And I'm like, yeah, like women
Yeah.
can represent society too.
I
But like I definitely I can see like why like especially because this was written I think in like 85 it said
yeah, it's
or yeah 849 till 1950s like it's a completely different like time and like I can see where she's coming from as like it is like you are like a whole like outside of society that and like so like I can see where it's coming from based on like the time it was written but like I guess like for today
mhm.
I don't see it as much.
Yeah, I agree. Like definitely back then, like when this was written, it was definitely a whole lot worse for them. Like there were
Hmm.
no like jobs, like real jobs or anything. But nowadays there are, and like you could still see them call them the other because like they a lot of women aren't in the working force or whatever. But it's not a bad thing. It's just a different thing, and it
Hmm.
is part of society. Because you could also say like there's some men that are like the
Outside the
other
norm.
because they are stay-at-home dads or something. So it makes them
Hmm.
different
Yeah, I like that.
when you how you look at it and what time era. I
Yeah,
like
like that. What clips did you have of like the movie? Like, what movie clip did you use?
So in the first one I couldn't think of like a movie clip. I thought of like Grey's Anatomy, but then like I figured out have you seen like Hidden Figures?
Mm-mm.
No. It's a movie. It's like about three black women who join like NASA.
Oh, that's
And
right. Yeah, I
yeah,
heard about it. I haven't
yeah,
seen it
I
though.
kind of I didn't remember what it was either till I searched it up. I was like, what's that one movie? So I found that one. And that one I think goes more towards like what we were talking about like in the past, where they're like not thought of as equals because like throughout the movie they're like just kind of like cast aside and like no one really cared about their opinion or like what they thought was right, and then until the end, and then like of course Hollywood, they overcome it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the movie clip trailer that I found for the project here.
Awesome.
What did you find?
So the clip that I thought of was from, have you ever seen the movie Imitation Game?
No.
It's about like, so it's about like breaking the Nazis' codes, and they have like, there's just like, especially like one scene in it, like, because the whole thing's about this other dude who's actually like gay, which kind of goes along the same
Oh
way.
wait, is this the one with Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yeah.
I think that's the name, the tall, weird-looking dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, there's a scene in it where like there's the girl, her name is like Keira Knightley, I think is who plays her or something like that. But she goes and she's going to go take like the test to like see if she qualifies to be part of like the group, and she does like way better. But the whole time, everyone's like, no, like the secretary position's upstairs, like go do this, and like they completely reject her. Like in that part of it, it's like that is like a complete like other, like she's not the norm of that society.
Yeah, like she's not supposed to be the smart one, especially in like that time. It was like around the same time.
Until that's like kind of like how I related it, is because like it is like a different time and it like relates to that other time. Like where this time was like it's around the same time where this was written, and like that is like it was complete like a normal society. Like she had to like basically like hide her contributions to it all.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
actually a really good example.
So that like kind of like related to me.
Yeah, because I like that. Or because they're kind of like similar in like the math sense of it all.
Yeah, I like that one too, because like they definitely like rejected those women for like being smart enough or anything too.
Yeah, like both of them are about being secretly smart and like trying to put your like the women trying to like contribute something, but then like the men are just like they don't think that they're worth anything until like they actually prove themselves. But I guess like to the question, I guess you could say that they're outside what's normal for the society of that time. Nowadays it's totally normal.
Yeah, I'm the one who's writing today, so I'll talk about both, how like it can fit into both also.
Yeah,
how
because
like if you're talking about the time when it was written, it's like that it's outside the normal, but how in like society today that it's like acceptable for it to be inside the norm.
I think that's a really important one to focus on. I think that could be like a lot of the paper, because it's like
I think it'll be most of the paper.
You only think of it as one way, and you think of it as in today. It's totally different.
Yeah, really. And like those both go along. Like I'll just like probably do like one paragraph talking about like how they're outside, and like how they are foreign to like society, and then how there's like the inside society, and that like they can represent it.
I like that.
And we'll use those examples.
Yeah, like both those movies, and then like little quotes from it. I mean, I took quotes just from like what I wrote about before, because I think it still was like the same question. So I kind of just like took those ones, found like the most important quotes that I wrote about, and went from there. Trying to figure out if there's anything more to talk about for it.
I think that's it. I think I can easily write a paper on that. So
yeah, I feel like this was like a good one, like an actual like interesting discussion for it.
Yeah, like something that you can like. It's easy to write a paper about.
I agree.
All right. Well, sweet. Well, I got to get to work.
Alrighty. Oh yeah.
I'll write it up today.
All right. Let me know if you need any help. And
all right. Sounds good.
I'll send you the link to.
Yeah, if you just send it in the chat too.
I'll send it in our group chat.
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yeah.